Okay, welcome to another $30 value vintage gameplay video here. Today we're trying out combo rats built around this card here mainly, the new one from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Rat King Verminister. So this is half the combo. Um, it's kind of a cool card on its own. If a card permanent left your battlefield during your turn, your end step, you get a +1/+1 counter. So, it becomes a 2/2, make a 1/1, the next turn becomes a 3/3, get another 1/1. But the part of the ability that we're most focused on here is the bottom one, where you can sacrifice 3 rats, and it is a rat itself, so you need 2 other rats besides Rat King. Turn a creature card from the battlefield and all other cards the same name tapped, which means that if you use Buried Alive to put 3 Pyrogoyfs in the graveyard, you sacrifice Rat King and 2 other rats, or 3 other rats, just however you want to do it, 3 rats in total. You bring back 3 Pyrogoyfs, and that sees 9 Pyrogoyf triggers, because they all see each other. Which should kill your opponent there. So that's the combo. We want to go Rat King, Buried Alive, 4 Pyrogoyfs, and then bring back all the Pyrogoyfs with our Rat King. Now, we do need 3 rats here, so there's a couple of ways you could build this. Before we get into that quick, let's take a look at the Moxfield one. Again, $30 value vintage has to be $30 or less here on Moxfield. And we are. You want to look at this, my Moxfield, you can, but otherwise we're going to look at the this version here. Now, we need to make rats, right? So there's 2 ways of doing that. We can have a bunch of cards that we have leave the battlefield ourselves to trigger Rat King and make rats, or we can just play a bunch of rat cards. We kind of got a mix here. The problem with going too hard on the Rat King ability is you make one on your turn with the Rat King if you can sack something, then you have to wait 2 more turns to get your 3 rats. I think that's too slow. I think you have to play other rats as well. But having some cards that trigger Rat King other than just combat is good too. So one of the cool ones here is Persistent Marshstalker. So this is a 3/1 for 2, already not terrible. It gets +1/+0 for each other rat you control. That can get really big really fast if you get like a few tokens. And you can bring it back from the graveyard for 2 and a black if you attack with another rat. So that works pretty well with the Buried Alive. Nice to put one of these on a Buried Alive pile if you don't have Rat King. So if you don't have the Rat King in play, and you're Buried Alive, we can get Persistent Marshstalker, at least one of those. We can get our Hogaak. I also have 2 Timeline Cullers in here. Timeline Culler is a cool one. One that is just a nice card with Buried Alive, because you can put in the graveyard with Buried Alive and then just use its warp ability to bring it back from the graveyard. But also, when this goes in and out of play with its warp ability, it triggers the Rat King. So you get counters and you get to pump your Rat King, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's our backup plan if we don't have a Rat King in play, so we can Buried Alive for stuff like those ones. We've also got Tangled Colony. It's another rat, and if it dies, especially in combat, or to like a bolt, you get a bunch of rat tokens. The rat tokens, of course, are useful with the Rat King, and also useful with the Persistent Marshstalker to make it huge. So I thought Tangled Colony was an interesting one to try here. Notably, it can't block, so be aware of that. I wanted a 1-mana rat, and most of the 1-mana rats are not very good. You got a 1/1 Death Toucher here. That's not terrible. I mean, they can trade in combat. And in theory, if you get up to 6 mana, you can shock your opponent. So that is, potentially relevant in a longer game, a little bit of reach. Better than nothing. You think there's another better 1-mana rat, let me know. This is what I found. And then just to round the deck out, we got a few cards, mostly to help Pyrogoyf. So with Pyrogoyf, you want a bunch of different types of spells in your graveyard. So we've got 1 Seal of Fire, which is an enchantment, but also it sacrifices itself from play, so it can trigger Rat King. Same thing with Pyrite Spellbomb. It's an artifact for Pyrogoyf, But also when you cycle it or shock somebody, you get your Rat King disappear trigger. Similarly, Vexing Bauble, you get your Rat King disappear trigger, and also Vexing Bauble is just good against, Cascade decks are quite good in the format. Other people are playing Hogaak, we want to stop them, that kind of thing. Affinity, this can be good against some affinity decks. And then we don't have any instants, so I put in 4 Lightning Bolt. That kind of fits with the burn aggro plan here, so removal. It's a nice instant for Pyrogoyf. And here's another sorcery besides Buried Alive. We've got Inquisition of Kozilek, which is one of the best, in my opinion, in black spells in all of Value Vintage. Don't with that one. Play like an aggro combo deck. We can just try and aggro and burn our opponent out. Play Pyrogoyf as it was supposed to on 4 mana, Buried Alive for like Timeline Cullers, Marshstalkers, and Hogaaks. And just try and get over the finish line with the little bit of disruption we do have. We got more disruption in the sideboard. We got 4 more Duresses, 4 Harsh Mentor. This is especially for decks like Nadu. Nadu is a tough matchup for a lot of decks, but Harsh Mentor does really, especially with Harsh Mentor plus like a pretty fast clock by like with other cards, can really put a squeeze on Nadu, so we're trying that out. Guard Lantern for some of the other graveyard decks. And then Damping Sphere for things like High Tide, and it can do some work against Cloud Post too, but it doesn't shut them down. They can still play their spells just a little slower, so you still need a clock here. But we do have one, so I think Damping Sphere is fine here. Mana base is pretty simple. We got Swamps, we got Mountains, and then Dragonskull Summit and Blackcleave Cliffs. That's about it. I think that's what I got. And if you got any ideas for the deck or whatever, let me know, and I'll subscribe, do that as well, please. And see you in round 1. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we'll keep that. Let's see. Can't actually play anything yet, though. The Dragonskull Summit's going to come in tap, but so we'll play out this first. Mana's a bit awkward, actually. Don't love that. For a Signet, you got it. Use our mana efficiently here. No possible play yield all. We have too many Buried Alives. That's pretty bad. Interesting. Well, I guess we just do this. Timeline Culler, Hogaak. One of these guys. No, not one of these guys. This one. Yes. What does that do? Choose a card to manifest. Manifest. Top card of the library puts one of them onto the battlefield face down to 2/2 creature. The other into their graveyard. If it's a creature card, it should have fixed infinite mana value. Okay. Actually, I think I want to flip this, right? Probably could have just played Hogaak. I think that would have been smarter in retrospect. I feel like they've probably got a sweeper. We'll see. We want another land to play the Pyrogoyfs for sure. Mm-hmm. Yep. Wildfire. That's pretty bad. Play it for its warp cost. We'll attack with all of our creatures. No. Balance. Well, that's pretty brutal. I suppose we keep this one. Done. Let's cast this for black. Can't cast our Hogaak because of the Vexing Bauble now. What is this? At the beginning of your upkeep, exile top card of your library. Beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You didn't play a card in this turn, create a tapped Power Stone token. Alright. Why don't we read the... where is the other one? Persistent. They attack with a rat, right? Whenever you attack with one or more rats, this is not a rat. Gotta play this one. Okay. Let's see what they got here. They get a couple cards. A Johnny Vengeant. Interesting one. Johnny Toad. Burning Gingy. It's like another variant of the okay. Another variant of Wildfire. Land. Nope. That exiled our guy, right? Yes. Um, Alright, he drew with Vexing Bauble. Visions of Phyrexia. I don't know any of these cards. Oh, this one. Got another one of these. Spire of Industry. Are we drawing with the... No? Playing something big. That's brutal. That's probably gonna kill me. So I have to get a swamp. I need a swamp. No. I need a swamp or a mountain now. Mm-hmm. Swamp or a mountain? Nope. Alright, I think we got there. GG. It's very close. I think we want the Duresses, probably. I think we want some of that stuff. The difference between Bolt and Spellbomb is not huge, and we do kind of want artifacts. Let's try that. Let's get a Inquisition in there first. We can take Prismatic Ending or Unwanted Remake. They got a Form of the Dragon. Scary. Got two of these, so I think we will sacrifice one. Let's see what they've got. Oh, this card. One of my original favorites. Ooh, they got another one of those. That's pretty good. I think we just kill this now. Actually, getting close to casting the stupid Form of the Dragon card. Just kind of funny. Let's get this one down. No. Yeah. I'm not gonna. Let's get the damage in. They're very close to casting Form. Well, now they're not. Right, we gotta fade a Wildfire here. We do have to fade a Wildfire. No Wildfire, please. I should not have played that. That was dumb. Pyrogoyf. 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 I should have swung first. I'm not actually sure this is enough damage. We got blown out. Okay. Fair enough. Well, I didn't expect that one. Probably dead then. I should have just attacked instead of getting cute. Fair enough. Yeah. Wildfire. Sure. Mm-hmm. All right, I think we're just waiting for game 3 here. There's pretty much no way that we draw out of this unless they just keep flooding here. They found something. 3. Okay. We get like a bolt or something, we can be okay here. Kind of want like a burn spell, I guess. Do we want to play the rat colony? Most of their sweepers deal damage, which would keep it alive. Which would keep us in the game, I mean. So I think we play it out. Yeah, Rat King can bring back the Pyrogoyfs. Yeah. Cool brews all around. New games. Okay, here we go. I think we can keep that. We start with our engine rat. Do no possible play, yield all. Dragon Rage Channeler, okay. I think we just want to get the creatures down. Ooh, it's burn, okay. Fair enough. Alright, alright. Just can't block. So we always have to attack with this one. Just trample. That's actually pretty good. I did not know about this card. Cool tech from Greenwalt over there. I think we're in trouble. That's big. That is big. Yeah. I got a lot of these. Fair enough. Yeah. So we play this. This costs 7, so we can't get that. Even if we bolt it, we would be at 5. We can get through, so we just swing. Let's ugh. Thing is, if we kill this guy, that becomes big. It's gonna be big anyway. Let's do this now before they get more looks on the Dragon Rage channel. That's lethal. Yep. Fair enough. Alright, let's try again. I think we want the Duresses. Vexing Bauble's not that good. Cut one, buried a lot's a little slow. Same with the Timeline Culler. It's potentially a little useful, but it's take out one Duress. Let's try that. Maybe even the Graveyard Gate could be interesting. Okay. Inquisition. Let's take this Swift Spear. Oh, they got Gigantha too. Land Soulscar Mage. They can sack their mountain here if they want to, so that's fine. Pretty good. They can Pyroclasm that away. They'll get the trigger and it'll survive. Well, the dart. Sure. We got a Pyroclasm and Unknown. We would love a land here. Not a land. It's another thing that dies to Lava Dart too, which is kind of annoying. Let's see what they want to do. Okay. Sure. Let's just kill this guy. Swing. Red. Oh, what is this? Oh, jeez. Oh, I don't have enough cards in my graveyard. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Those are good cards. Those are good cards. They've got artifact, land, creature, sorcery. So this is just a 3/3 right away, which is annoying. Yep. And they can lava dart our guy. Lava dart's a pain. Yes. Bring back our Marshstalker. We can only do one. Pyroclasm. They got one lava dart. Yes. No. No. So they're gonna lava dart this guy. Oh wow, they got another lava dart. That's a problem. They've got a Gigantha in hand. Lava dart's really good against us. Now this being a Seal of Fire, not a Lightning Bolt, is bad. They got 1, 2 lava darts. I think that means they're dead. I'm gonna play this out just in case. That'll do it. Yeah, that's gonna kill us. Yeah, we needed a lightning bolt, not this one. Oh well, new games. Alright, here we go. We'll keep that. Llanowar Wastes. Inquisition. Okay. Not what we wanted. Worry this is Dark Depths. Which don't really have any answers for. Mm-hmm. We'll just play this out. We might as well. Very curious what the next card is. Green. Scavenging Ooze, okay. That's a problem. Okay. If they tap out of green, we could get a Hogaak potentially. I think we get it anyway. Level and Rumble. Yep. Oh, they're Hogaak too. I see. Yeah, let's just get rid of this now. We'll get Hogaak, Marshstalker. Wait, how many cards do we need? So 1, 2, and 5 from the graveyard. I think that's okay. So here, black, black. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. See what they got. That could get out of hand, for sure. Okay. Got 5 mana. I think we do this. I think we can't bring back the Marshstalkers. We don't have the 7 cards. We can play the colony. And we have 6 here. See what they got. What's kind of funny is the rat with the extra mana could just kill them on their turn. Should be funny. So what are soul guides? Um, the engine rats are not particularly good here. We got graveyard stuff though. We got quite a few things that aren't particularly good, unfortunately. Let's try that. No black mana. We got a mulligan that one. Yeah. I think we just try and draw some more lands. Ooh, okay. Let's Inquisition them. Outland Liberator and Molt Tender. I guess this one. We'll do no possible play yield all. Ooh, that's a good one. Revealed. We got the Stitcher Supplier. Okay. Yep. I assume they block with the Stitchers. No. I don't want them to draw a Hogaak and be able to cast it, so we're going to kill that now. Tender, sure. Okay. I think we just want pressure at this point. I don't think any of their stuff does stuff from the graveyard right now. Okay. They didn't draw anything, and we got there. All right, so that wasn't bad. We got to do some of the cool things in the deck. We didn't get to actually pull off the combo though. I don't think we almost did it once, but then in match 1, game 2, Toad managed to Calamity's Wake us in response to the Rat King trigger, exiling all of our graveyard, which is pretty funny. But we got to do just general strong aggro stuff a good amount, which was pretty good. Pyrogoyf just by itself without any of the combo shenanigans is just a powerful card. So is Hogaak. Timeline Culler really impressed me. I think this was like the all-star of the league probably. This card's very good. I like it a lot. Yeah, not bad. I also played another game against Dark Depths. We just got blown out. I didn't even include that. I'm not going to include that in the video, I don't think. But just be aware that we have basically no way of interacting with Dark Depths at all. So if you've got Dark Depths in your meta, that's going to be a tough one. I feel I don't think this is exactly where I want the deck to be. I feel like we did struggle to try and get the combo together, which was a bit unfortunate. I think Buried Alive was better just as the plan B. We pretty much always went for like Timeline Culler, Hogaak stuff, Marshstalker, which is fine. Um, that's not the end of the world, but actually assembling the combo was a little tricky. If you got ideas to improve the deck, let me know. I think the deck's okay. It's not great. It's okay in this current form. I'm sure it could be better. Tangled Colony was not great. That was, I think, a card we can look at trying to, and also Engine Rat. I think those are spots where we can try and figure out how to better utilize those spaces. Probably another look at the rats at some point. But yeah, that's about it. Got any ideas or thoughts? Let me know. And thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.